Alright, so we've got a cube, and now I can select any plane from here to make my first letter. So I'm going to start a sketch, and I'm going to click on the front face. I like to rotate my shape so it's facing me afterwards, so now that we're here, I can start modeling. And so what you really want is the opposite of the letter. So you can start by drawing the letter out if that helps, or you can just draw the opposite when you get faster. So we're just going to start with making the M. So I'm going to get my rectangle tool first, and I'm just going to draw two rectangles. Now there is lots of different ways of doing this. This is just one way. So that's one of the things I like about this, is there's so many different ways. You can't do it wrong as long as you get it done. So now I'm going to dimension. So I select my dimension tool up here, or I can press D to select it, and I'm going to delete that so I can start over again. So I can either choose this line like this, click up, there's 0.5, or I can click on two lines. So I can say from here to here is 0.5. So I click on it again, then move my mouse up without clicking, and then I click to place. So there's the two lines of the M. So now I'm going to take my line tool, and I don't know, that seems good. I'll just go to that line. So I just made a V. Okay, but this is what we want to cross out. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. So we're going to cut that triangle out. And then I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to go, see, it found parallel. So I'm just going to do that. That looks nice. So parallel. Okay. Now I want to cut this out, but right now there's no line down there. It's only the line from the other rectangle. So I'm going to grab my line tool and just close it. Alright. Now I've got my M, so it's all sketched up now. So what I can do is go to extrude. So I click the check, and now extrude, and I only want to, it'll let me choose any closed, we call them loops or profiles. Okay, so I only want this one, and now if I rotate it, it's popping out. So I choose remove, and it starts to go back. So I can either grab this arrow and drag it all the way out so it cuts it all the way through, or I can choose in this option menu through all, and it'll just, no matter what my width is, it'll always cut all the way through. So then I click check. Alright, now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start a sketch on this side. Okay, so I'll go to my right side of my cube, and now let's say my last name starts with an O. So what I'm going to do is just make an O. So I'm going to go here. I'm dragging my mouse around and it's finding the center point. So if I'm making an O, maybe I just want to make a perfect circle. So I went there, and that's locked in, so it's already the diameter of 2 inches, so I don't even have to dimension that. And then let's say I want this to be 1 inch, so I start at the center, and then I dimension. Sorry, that got locked on something else. I press escape and go back, and then I dimension this, and I'm just going to put 1 in. So there's a nice O. So I'll close, extrude, and remember, I want to select the things that I want to cut away to make my letter. So now that's what it's choosing, but I gotta click remove, and I can either drag the arrow all the way through, or I can go here and through all. And then I'll click the check mark, and now I've got this funky shape, but when I look at it from the front, it totally looks like an M. And when I look at it from the side, it totally looks like an O. Alright, I hope that helps.